Welcome back to Houston Newsmakers, and good morning and welcome to a good friend, Dorothy Gibbons, the co-founder and CEO of The Rose. Always good to see you.
Oh, it's great to be here.
You always have good things going on in the battle against breast cancer. The Rose seems to always be on the front lines for people who may be tuning in who may not know what The Rose is all about. What is The Rose?
We take care of women, insured and uninsured, and make sure that any woman who has a breast cancer concern has access to care. That's what it's all about. We do mammograms, biopsies, ultrasounds, but most importantly, our patient navigators get that woman into treatment and walk with her through that journey. Breast cancer is a tough journey, and every woman needs a little bit of help.
It's as much education as it is anything else.
Absolutely, as much education, yes. And I think one of the biggest challenges we have right now is making sure that women do take care of themselves, making sure that women don't put this off, making sure that no matter what, women say, I'm important and I'm going to go have my mammogram done. So that's really the whole mission of The Rose, is to be sure that woman knows that we're going to take care of her.
That's kind of an interesting, the way that thing works. Men don't take care of themselves. Women take care of everybody else and put themselves kind of last. And that's, you have to kind of make sure they do that. I know last year The Rose served more than 36,000 women, according to what I've read, and more than 7,000 were uninsured, which means that two things. Number one, you're a very effective organization, and number two, you are helping those who can least afford it.
That's it. And if we did not have that insured population coming through, we could not take care of as many uninsured. The other way that we take care of uninsured women is through our different grants. And we've had some great funding coming in recently that is going to help us reach even more uninsured women.
So you have an opportunity now. I know you told me the numbers, like 500 opportunities for mammograms. How does that work? And
what we need for the women to do is to call in to see if they do qualify. They're going to have to qualify for this program. They need to be low income, and that means 200% of poverty level. Now, if you've ever done the scales, you know that 200% of poverty level isn't that much money, and you know, a lot of folks in Houston fall in that group, especially if you have 2 or 3 kids. And then they cannot have insurance. We are going to have to make sure they have a doctor that we could send the report to. If they don't have a doctor, and a lot of our ladies that are uninsured do not, then we're going to help them find a clinic or a doctor to go to, get that referral. And then we just need to set them up. They're going to have to fill out a little paperwork. But the main thing is, Camberell, we don't want any woman who needs a mammogram right now to not get it because she doesn't know there's a place to go.
And you know, we share this passion about breast health and trying to do what we can to help women. And I wanted to make sure that we had Dorothy here to talk about this so that anybody out there, even if you are not in the uninsured category, they have a way to help get people there.
Oh, yes. And you know, we're seeing a lot of underinsured women now too, and that's very scary. Women who have high deductibles. There's just a lot of different barriers that keep women from going and having that mammogram, and that's what we're all about.
So I want people to understand The Rose is always there. Let's talk about the important information. You must have a physician referral, and they're going to help you get that. This has got to be done by May 31st. So we've got a short window to be able to do that. It got to be below the 200% poverty line. I looked. It's $48,000 for a family of 4, and that number changed a bit depending on the family size. Go to therose.org, or you can call 281-484-4708 to sign up. Isn't that the right number? What would you tell women right now who are watching and they're thinking about, well, I don't know if I fall into that category? Or...
Well, they just need to call us and we'll talk them through it. And you know, the other thing is we have a cash price discount program. I mean, we have different programs and different fundings that they may qualify for, but you don't want to let that go. You want to catch it early. You know, we tell women every day, don't be afraid of finding breast cancer, but do be afraid of finding it late. And that's what this is all about. Let's go in there and get it found.
I told you early on, The Rose is beautiful, and so is The Rose organization. Dorothy Gibbons, always good to see you. Thank you for all you do.
Yes.
Fabulous work that you do. Hopefully, women, you can watch this, and you'll be able to get the information on my Newsmakers page on click2houston.com as well. Just